Okay, now we're going to address a really important situation that it's done all the time in MMA, it's done in wrestling, ends up being very useful for self-defense, for general fighting. And that is how to deal with an opponent that has a bear hug on you. All right, where he's come in. This is a really bad place to be, okay? The common tendency is to turn and try to grab his head. This is a huge mistake. You don't want to do this. The job of this arm, since he's off to my left side, is to overhook, okay? And this is what we call a whizzer. I'll put my palm inside my hip, and I'm trying to pull him up, okay? I don't want him to sink his weight, because now he's getting down near my legs. If he's up, he's also bending. If his grip is low, but his head is up here, then he's pulling me in as he's bending me back. This ends up being like what we call a bear hug takedown. And I can't face him this way, because you see he's going to bend me back, I'm going to fall. So I have to whizzer and turn. What this does also is opens up a space here. You see how his arm can't conform to the curve of my body if I turn to the side. I'm also trying not to let him step around my foot here. I'm pulling up so he doesn't sink his level and go for my leg. But I'm also keeping my feet somewhat square with him. So here's how it starts. I'm here, he gets a hold of me, so I turn, and now that there's a space here, I insert my right arm to get what we call an underhook. And now I use this underhook to pull him up, okay? And to sort of extend that arm and try to break that grip. Notice as I sink my weight and palm here, it really stretches his grip out, forces him to give that up. And now I can square up with him and get more of a distance. Ideally, what I like to do from there is, once I break that grip, is slip off to this side, on the same side where my underhook is. Get my head on this side of his head. As long as my head is on this side, we're pretty much in a neutral over underhook position where neither of us can really take the other one down. Which is okay. People will throw knees from here, but neither of us can punch effectively because the free arm is on the other side of the person's head. You know, so my left arm is free, but if I try to hit, I can't get around there to his head. My own head is in the way. He's too close. And the same is true for him. But if I sink my hips and get off to this side, well, now I'm in a much better position from which to do a throw by or duck under to get his back. A lot of things we can do to get to the back or side and take him down. This actually links up quite well with what we were doing in a previous lesson about the value of the bear hug and underhooks. This is how you can play back and forth with your partner. You can play a game where one starts with the bear hug, and the other one works it in. And works way to the back, and then he turns in on you again, gets his overhook, works in his under, he gets it on me. Right? And then I have to turn, and I have to square up my stance. I can't stay here. He's going to lift me and take me down, or he's going to trip me that way. So I put my foot out, string this in, then get the other one in, slip to his back, and it just keeps going back and forth like that. It ends up being invaluable for your grappling, your MMA training, and again, for its application in self-defense, in which when you tie up with a person, if they're strong and if they're larger than you, you really need those underhooks. You really need to get off to their side. You need to be able to get your underhook. If he's got the bear hug, caught you by surprise or whatever, you definitely have to get to that position of control so that he cannot affect your body weight.